She used to tell me I was, like, she wanted to split because she goes, you drink too much. And I was like, you're right, I do. That's not a problem. That's it. I'm not going to argue with it, I should say, on that one. You ever find out you're an alcoholic on accident, though? I'm leaning on the stool right now because I tore my left ACL. Right? I really am. I swear to God, this is not fun. I'm not exaggerating one point of this either. I tore my left ACL. If you know anything about it, when you tear your ACL, it's a 6-month recovery time. And I went into work and I was like, hey, boss, just so you know, I'm going to have to be missing some time to go to rehab. And he goes, we are so happy you're finally confronted. And I was like, what are you talking about? No, I fell, man. He said, it's okay, we used to smell it on you in the mornings. But they were good to me. They told me, they're like, Burke, you know, we understand, dude. Alcoholism's a disease. And I was like, you guys think it's a disease? I think it's a disease. That way, I'm not showing up late for work. I'm raising awareness, motherfucker. This is my 5K. You guys are all a part of it. I didn't know I drank too much, though, because when I lost all the weight, I lost it super quick. My buddy goes, here's what you do for, to lose weight. You make a list of everything you eat and drink. You put the bulk of the carbs in the morning, you burn them up for energy throughout the day, and you lose a bunch of weight. And I was like, all right, cool. And then for breakfast, I had 18 Michelob Ultras. Yeah. That's like the big wake-up call is a DUI, right? I never, if you've never been arrested for drunk driving, here's what happens. Cops tap on your window, and they're like, hey, son, step out of the car, please. And you take out the breathalyzer, and then you got to blow him and his partner to get out of it. That's why I've never been arrested. But it's a weird thing to think about, too, because I drank all the time because it was readily available, right? But, like, with alcohol, like, it is available. It's all the time. But, like, drugs weren't available all the time, and drugs probably... I've been more responsible with drugs than I ever was with alcohol. It makes no sense, right? When I was in high school, I didn't do drugs. When I was in the military, I didn't do, like, any drugs at all, right? And then I got out, and I wanted to find out what all the fuss was about. So I went ahead, I did coke, ecstasy, LSD, mushrooms, but I never smoked marijuana because that's the gateway drug. It might have led to other things. But it's a weird thing, but you never realize how prevalent some drugs are in culture, like coke. I never realized how prevalent coke was until you're around people that are doing coke and realize I'll put it to you this way. I had to have a surgery to fix a deviated septum. You guys know what that is? Right? I couldn't breathe out of one half of my nose. That's what a deviated septum fixes. $5,000 surgery. Day before the surgery, one of my buddies in Florida I used to surf with goes, oh yeah, deviated septum. Used to have one of those, then I just did enough coke that it went away on its own. Have you ever done so much cocaine you're healthier for the experience? This guy beat a $5,000 surgery on one good weekend in Atlantic City. Can't argue with it, man. It's tough. So you got to think about all that stuff, too. We can agree there's drugs you have an experimentation phase with, and then there's bad drugs, right? Like the bad drugs you shouldn't do. It's like heroin. Heroin's bad, right? Nothing good about heroin, but if it wasn't for heroin, my high school bully never would have died his junior year. If you're not laughing, guys, you're on my side on this joke, all right? It's not a pro-heroin joke, it's an anti-bullying joke, all right? It's just me not getting this shit kicked out of me at a bus stop thanks to heroin. That's all that means. Heroin solved a problem a guidance counselor couldn't, all right? Oh, man. Gets uncomfortable to talk about all that shit, but it is what it is, man. When people, we're the first generation that has to learn how to die with dignity on social media. Right? I know there's some of my friends are here and everything like that. We all have to learn how to do it. It's fucking uncomfortable. Anyone here still friends with anyone who's died but is still on Facebook? It's fucking weird, all right? We have to talk about it. We're the first people that have to deal with this problem. So talking about it's the way you solve them. And what I noticed is, first of all, Facebook's a dick because it reminds you it's their birthday every year, right? Then you go on their page and you realize you're getting spam from beyond the grave because it's like 3 family members saying we missed you at Christmas this year, and then it's just like 19 ads for discounted sunglasses. And shit just gets dark, right? It gets uncomfortable to talk about. But somebody died that a bunch of my friends knew. And they went ahead and they were showing it to me. But it's weird because they were all saying the nicest stuff about him when he died. And I was like, okay, maybe I wish I knew the guy too. They're all saying, may angels lead you in. God's gained another angel. And I click on the guy's profile picture because they tagged him in his rest in peace status. That's how weird we've gotten. Remember mass cards if you're Catholic? Yeah, we've moved on from that. It's digital now. But I go ahead and I click on the thing. May angels lead you in. God gained another angel. And there it is. His profile picture is him. Backwards, hat on, blunt in his mouth, middle finger to the camera. And he's just sitting there like, God gained another angel, you guys. There he is. He's with St. Peter right now. They're celebrating in eternity. And the best part is to the left of the photo, it says the caption, "The realest motherfucker alive." And I was like, yeah, formerly known as at one time. Guys, if you're not laughing at that joke, I agree with you. We lost the realest motherfucker alive. He's gone. We're not getting him back. It's over. We weren't prepared for this. It's terrible news for everyone unless you're the second realest motherfucker alive. Then you're getting sworn on a plane right now like Lyndon Johnson. I'm going to get out of here in a second because you guys have one of my favorite comics. Mark Riccadonna is recording his album tonight. I'm very excited to be on the show here with him. But if you guys take away nothing else from my bullshit this evening, it's don't follow porn stars on Instagram. All right? That's a true story, man. Here's what winds up happening. If you're not familiar with Instagram, it's social media, but nothing but photos, right? How can it go wrong? I sit there and I follow a bunch of my favorite porn stars. I'm going to get sexy photos of them to get me throughout my work day. And I go ahead and do that, and then it's not that. It's not anything close to that. It's photos of them like laying poolside with their cat or their dog in their really nice apartment I'll never afford. It's photos of them driving in a nice car that I never could afford in my wildest dreams. It's them taking photos of food they're about to eat in a restaurant I can't get in the front door of. And it bothers me because when I was a welder in Jacksonville, Florida, anytime I got a shit job, the foreman would say, "Well, hey, Burke, it beats sucking dick for a living, right?" No, it doesn't. Sucking dick for a living has provided those girls with a quality of life I can only hope to one day ascertain. I'm telling jokes in a hotel lobby right now. Next time you guys see me, I'm going to be out there sucking dick for a living. My name was KP Burke, man. Thank you guys for letting me do that.